mean...
Right. Welcome back, everyone. I am your Dungeon Master, James, and today I'll be taking these 6 intrepid adventurers on their continuing journey through the land of Barovia as they attempt to break the curse upon the land. The curse of Strahd. This is Cursebreakers episode 23, and we'll start with our introduction, starting with Chris, who was mocking me.
What? No, I was singing along. Anyway, I'm Chris. I'm playing Eos, the human cleric of life.
And then we'll go to Tank.
Hi, I'm Tank. I play Helwyr, the human fighter rogue.
Then we'll go to Kirsty.
Hello, I'm Kirsty. I play Raven the Rogue.
Then we'll go to Jamie.
Hello, I'm Jamie, and I play Elias Vanan, the Bard of Lore.
Then we'll go to Steph.
Hi, I'm Steph. I play Porky the Barbarian.
And finally, Cam.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I play Cade Everwood as my paladin.
Right. On our last exciting episode, the party began where they left off from the episode before, fighting a rock that had Helwyr over a pit of certain death should he fall. Through some clever teamwork and the use of some ropes and some abilities, they managed to successfully make their way across into safety and take down that giant bird. They managed to then bypass via some spells the green flames that were blocking their path and enter a tower for a rest. Before doing so, Cade decided he wanted to have a look around and see what else was there, make sure it was safe. And got to the roof where he met 6 snow maidens who told him to basically go away because the treasure was theirs. He returned back, informed the party of this, and they had their rest. The next day, whilst discussing what to do next and finding out that these creatures supposedly serve Strahd, or at least weren't opposed to him, they also found a note telling of how to access the true treasure. Through some spell play and role play, they managed to persuade the Snow Maidens to allow them to reposition the statue so they would be more beautiful, thus unlocking the treasure, a wolf head that bit each of them, not causing damage, but inflicting them with a charm. Each charm seemed to work differently, seemed to some extent suit the person who had it. Raven decided not to take the charm, and so the last charm went instead to Casimir, the wizard NPC who is helping them. We left off with the party just getting ready to head out and continue on their journey towards the Amber Temple. And today, music will be brought to you by Estelia. Or in this case, ambient effects. Which hopefully doesn't turn out too loud. Should just be some... I checked it for everyone else. I did ask you earlier, but whatever.
It's on the train. That seems to be okay.
Shouldn't be too bad. Right, so it's not music, it's more just ambience for the time being. So you know what? Casimir's was clairvoyance.
Oh,
Potion. Casimir's charm was a potion of clairvoyance.
okay, cool.
Because I told you guys that just so if you need him to use it,
Yeah.
know. Whereas your other ones can be a bit more secret.
Yeah.
So as a party, I'm just going to move you all back down to the bottom floor. So that you can, when you want to leave, leave. I think Echo Hellwith does stay technically.
I would like to quickly try something before we do move, though it may not work
Yes.
considering his skill checks are currently.
Yes,
currently,
that is-
That was last week. It's in the past.
yeah. No, that doesn't count anymore. No, they're not. So after learning that these frosty ladies were indeed some kind of they work for Strahd, and considering Raven's current thought track about Strahd, he's become a little curious, but he doesn't really want to go in the tower. So there was the idea that he will try and scale the tower, find a window that these frost ladies are in, so he can poke his head in and say hello and talk to them.
Yes, that will be fine. You
Only if he can make it, of course, considering he's still got disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah, you're a mastermind for it. I want to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that will be an athletics check to climb at disadvantage. Or, if you wish to, because Casimir is a decent guy, he can cast fly on you.
He tried
If
the
you prefer to
athletics. He only
fly
got
up there.
2. The other version, the other option was 3. So he doesn't even get up the first bit.
Yeah, you sort of try to climb, realize it's basically like pure ice on the side, and your slightly clawed hands just go down slightly, and you actually manage to chip a nail.
Dig those heels in.
Has anyone got a nail file? Or maybe a sander, considering their claws?
You could probably
Casimir,
use Pocky's axe.
Bottle of acid.
Yeah. Casimir looks to you, seeing you attempting to climb, or assuming that's what you're trying to do, and goes, Raven, do you need a hand getting up? You could just walk up the tower, but if you need to go on the outside for some reason, I can aid you.
Dramatic effect, I suppose.
Yes, well, considering the thematics of your abilities and your name, this is perhaps a bit more suitable. And he casts fly on you.
Excellent. So, in that case, he will fly his way up until he finds a window that he sees the frosty ladies in.
I think they're on the roof.
Or whatever. Yeah. Just.
Yeah, they're on the roof. Most of them still pretty calm. For the people at home who haven't seen these because you missed an episode, I'll just quickly show those to players again. That's what they look like. Not the nicest looking of creatures.
Seems pretty.
They look to you and go, "Are you with the others who made our tower all the more beautiful?"
Yes. Yes, I am. I just wanted to come and say hello, and perhaps I'm curious as to your relationship with Mr. Strahd.
Thunder, lightning.
Strahd is the land. We are the wind and sky. Without one, the other cannot be.
Now you see, thing being, it's you and I. We were in similar situations once upon a time. I used to work for someone of great. I don't know what the correct word is, but let's just say she was a big name, and caused a lot of chaos. And I used to do her bidding, so I feel you and I are kind of in the same boat in that sense. And in such, I'm curious if you would be willing to tell me about your dear master.
First, tell us the name of your former master.
My former master.
Yes,
Right, her
we
name-
have travelled far and heard much. Perhaps we have heard of them.
Her name was Ilfe. She was indeed my cousin, actually.
They look to each other, and they seem to look between each other and goes, the name rings a bell, but the memory seems lost. But as you have answered our question, we will answer one of yours. What thing do you wish to know about Strahd?
Mainly, what I would like to know is what is it that seems to plague his mind, if you may know. Well, when we saw him a little while ago, he looked almost a little troubled, and something resonated with me. So I want to clarify if what my thought is correct.
What troubles the man, the one who is the land? He is troubled by the fact he cannot leave to go where he wishes.
See?
He is troubled by the fact that all those he loves die.
Then we are very much in the same boat in that.
He is troubled by the decision he made. Or a decision he made, at least. But that was before we blew into this land. Before this land became as it was. Before Strahd became as he was. We merely hear echoes on the breeze, echoes in the mist.
I hate to ask you another thing, but do you know of anyone who may have known him before this time?
There are
Someone who may still be
few.
around.
There are few as ancient as he. The gods would know. The Hag Queen would know.
Okay.
The Lord of the Silver Dragons may know.
Got friends in high places. Right. Cool.
But as for who may still know him from before, that is perhaps able to be reached. One who has lost not just his mind, but his very self. One who remains trapped, but has never yet faced Strahd in battle. May know he knows much if only he could remember.
Unreliable source, but could be a good source. I see. Well, thank you for your time, ladies. You've been very helpful. He gives a bow to them.
Farewell, child
Would
of the
just
feather.
engage, but how? Literally does like the Assassin's Creed dive.
Yes. And meanwhile, the Alliance is apparently running in circles. Trying to keep warm, perhaps. Also, I created a new token for the app.
Oh my god. Yes.
Oh my god.
I love it.
You see that little
Those are the
beak just kind of pokes out of the helmet every now and then and goes back in.
Yep. I thought, rather than having it as an animated armor, having a dedicated token seemed appropriate.
It's amazing.
So, are you on your way on the cart? I would say the horse is probably recovered from its exhaustion. So I think it only took 1 point.
I don't think Eos would just ignore the fact that Raven's gone up there and spoke to these things. So
Mm.
she'll say, "You've done talking with the minions of Strahd?"
Yes, thank you. Shall we continue?
What is it you seek to do? What is it you hope to accomplish by having a Strahd sympathizer meeting?
I simply wish to understand the person we are going up against without being prejudiced against them.
Prejudice. I don't think.
I came from a background of evil and wrongdoing, so I kind of know the mindset of people as such. So I wanted to know a little bit more about that, is all.
So did you
Make my own judgment.
Did you change your way? Well, you came from an evil background, but you choose to follow one of good?
I met people who helped me see the light, if you will,
But
and
you're...
help me out of that hole.
But you do
So-
understand what we are up against. This is not a mere man like yourself. We are up against
I'm not a man at all.
a woman. I knew it.
I was waiting for that.
Maybe we just need to go to his dinner party.
So you are not but a mere man. You have been touched by gods, by deities, just as I have, and just as Eos has, and Elias has been touched, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't a god, but he still has. He still has his ways. What I'm trying to say is that we have. we are.
God damn it, Cam.
Wildly inappropriate.
I'm so sorry. We are up against somebody who is a self-proclaimed god. He does not seek to repent for his wrongdoings, and somebody of this magnitude probably couldn't even come back from this. There's only one story that I've heard of somebody who's worse, but she was taken down by a paladin many years ago.
Now, you see, the person I worked for never could be redeemed herself. And I worked for her, so I know when things can go sour and there is no hope. There was a point where I did indeed hope there was hope, but alas, well, that path was tainted by her doing, regardless, anyway.
Well,
But I cannot put it out of my mind that there may be another way of killing this person. Because I have done things, like I have said, in the name of anger and heartbreak. And would you kill me for having killed many because of that?
do you regret what you did?
No. Not one bit. They deserved it.
And what exactly was this wrongdoing they did?
They killed my wife. Simply for being with me.
I think you're talking to the wrong paladin. You do understand the path that we are all following. This man has done horrible things to good people. And this
Is
is
that right?
for the exact same reason.
What?
For reasons.
In the end, what it all comes down to is we're stuck here unless we stop Strahd. And if you think you can convince him, then here, and I pull out the invitation to his dinner party, and I give it to Raven, and I just jump back on the cart.
It is perhaps possible that we may find more information in the Amber Temple, which may help sway the conversation one way or the other. It is rumored that Strahd was not always as he is. and the loyalty he garners from some of his most ancient followers seems too much to be just fear. It seems like there is a genuine loyalty, not magic, not fear, just they generally believe he is one worth serving.
Unfortunately, his execution papers have already been signed for. This is going to happen.
It is not up to me to persuade you either way, but I would say, to use your own term, perhaps before you judge him suitable for execution, you should make sure you have all the evidence. Just because a man has committed actions, atrocities, does not mean that those actions did not have a cause. For example, to use terms gained from books, perhaps it is a form of insanity that he could plead. At this point, your sword pokes up in your head. Right, now,
You're in the
listen
scabbard,
here,
child.
Cade.
Nope, you're in the scabbard. Get out of my head.
Now, hey, as someone who is old enough to have known Strahd before this all happened, yeah, I've been around that long. I will say that he wasn't always such a bad guy. But he's still, I'll still quite happily cut off his head. He broke me. He got me broken, and he will die for it.
Okay, I was going to say, at least I'm not wielding a Strahd sympathizer, but what do you mean? What do you mean he was not always a bad person? Do you know what changed him?
When he was born, when he was a child.
Eos, you're in my head!
When
Stop thinking about Eos, stop thinking about Eos, stop.
when my memories are a bit fuzzy since I lost my blade, but I know he went somewhere, and after that he was never quite the same.
He went somewhere.
Yes.
By the way, can we say that we're walking and talking at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Feel free to move yourself, but no further than the bridge.
Clippity cloppity.
You heard the man. No further.
So he went
Because
someplace and...
Yes. Something changed. It is...
Where did he go?
I remember an old place with books and voices and an old... someone ancient, even more ancient than he. But that is all I remember. But it is possible that he has gone beyond redemption. I believe he's gone beyond redemption. I'd happily cut out his heart and feed it to a pigeon, but...
I mean, we have a chicken, it's close enough.
Chicken might be too good for him, but yes. Either way, your friends may be right. It might be worth learning more so that you can more fit to judge him. After all, it is hard for you to judge someone who has followed the path of vengeance when you follow that yourself, do you not?
Just hears a sigh. None of that. I just hears a sigh. In fact, everyone probably just hears Cade's sigh.
And with that, the sword goes. But for now, I will leave you. If somehow you manage to find my blade, though I believe it is long gone, then perhaps that will restore much of what I had before.
I will keep an eye open. But would you be able to do one thing for me?
Shut up.
Could you get this tattoo off my forehead?
Can't do that.
It tries to. You almost get the feeling of like someone focusing, or perhaps just having intense constipation. You're not sure. But either way,
Constipated sword.
but either way, you get that sort of heavy sort of sound, and for a moment you feel a burning sensation on your head, just for the briefest of moments, but it goes. I tried. It's a bit too much for me at the moment, but I think possibly as you get a bit stronger, I might be able to tap into that and use your light to at least hide it, if not get rid of it entirely.
Very well. Well, I appreciate those words. Now shut up.
Yeah. Shutting up, Mr. Vengeance Paladin, who has an issue with vengeance.
Shut up!
Right. Now, as you get to this point, I will give you a description.
A bridge.
It's a bridge.
The snowy pass comes to a gorge spanned by a stone bridge. At each end of the bridge is a 30-foot tall, 30-foot wide stone arch. Atop each one are two statues of armored knights on horseback with lances, charging towards one another. The wind bites and howls like wolves as it passes through the gorge. The low walls that once enclosed the stone bridge have fallen away in most places, but the bridge itself appears to be intact. The bridge is icy, but doesn't appear to be too dangerous.
And how far are we till Amber Temple? Is this it? Can we see anything beyond the bridge?
No, there looks like there's a turn, and I would say you can see just beyond that turn. There looks like there's almost like another gorge, and that's where the path seems to lead. So you think it's most likely beyond.
Okay. All right. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's press on.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you get to about here, the winds begin to coalesce and the mists begin to shift and shape until a figure forms. No, I told you to repeat. Do as you're told. A
So there's a
figure.
weird bit of dynamic lighting here. I don't know if you knew that.
Where?
It's like right on the bridge, stopping our point of view.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, I know what that is.
That's the Tourette's.
That's from when I moved the wall previously, when I
Yeah.
went and show you on top of the hills.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay, so right. A black cloaked rider on a charcoal-coloured horse forms out of the mist. The mane of the horse is wreathed in flame.
Oh,
They say nothing. They merely just stand there and stare.
looks like you got your opportunity earlier than what we thought, Raven. I'm just looking at her. At him.
Sorry, we
I
were
was
muted.
trying to find us on the map. I got a bit.
Indeed, I did not expect audience so
fast. Wow, did he hear me?
As you are considering this, and you don't seem to have turned back, the voice calls out, "Go no further. Return from whence you came. This area is forbidden."
What are you doing here then?
Return from where you came. We're trying!
There is no response.
Where's your whole pass?
There's no response.
We have an invitation, don't we?
Yes, that's true.
In fact,
Yeah.
In fact, actually, as you question them, they disappear into ash.
Never mind. Social etiquette.
Was that merely some sort of illusion?
that's somebody trying to play games with us.
I
Stay on
think it
alert.
was. I think it was simply a parlor trick to sort of dissuade people from entering into, well, an area he might deem key to stopping him.
I agree. From what I can tell, that was definitely not him. It was merely some manifestation. But if he is warning us not to go ahead, it means we must be close to an answer.
Do with one of those from my front door. It'd probably stop those gnomes from trying to sell bait.
Can we chuck a stone across the bridge to where he was
just-
stood?
Actually,
You certainly can.
Yeah.
do you want to do the honours or?
We can both do it. It's fine. We'll see who can chuck it further.
Roll me athletics checks, the pair of you.
Athletics.
Yeah,
Do I
because a
not-
stone is not a finesse weapon.
8.
Do I not get to use Dex? Or...
No, because it's not a finesse weapon.
You hear a
Exactly.
I'm just worried it's going to turn to ash and it's going to be a whole flame situation.
Your rock sort of doesn't quite get there, either of yours, but Elias's rock doesn't go quite as far, but then Hellweir's rock hits it and rolls it through the space, and nothing happens.
Okay. I think it's safe. This test is perfect proof that this bridge is safe.
Okay.
well, by all means, after you.
Oh, Casimir, is it perhaps an illusion if it's... Maybe you have a discerning eye?
Yes, from what I can, it is not an illusion in the way of just using light like most illusions, merely a trickery of the eye. It seemed to have actually been, it was like a form of elemental manipulation to form a shape. The closest I could think of is a quite powerful spell called Creation, though I've never seen it used quite in that way. But it does seem safe. I am not feeling the presence of any magic from the bridge.
Good. Alright, let's go.
And with
Well,
that, I shall proceed.
Just... Oh, sorry, yeah.
No,
I was
carry on.
just going to say I'm going to send the echo sort of 20 foot ahead of everyone,
Yeah,
just to make sure.
it is all perfectly fine. And now I will bring you onto the next map. Actually, I should grab your token from that map and copy and paste them because that's more efficient.
Also
where did I
known
go?
as the
He's
death
learning.
map.
I went to a map that I'm not even sure what was then for a moment. Oh, I think I went to a map to the future. Nope, I just moved further up on that map than I thought I did.
There are 6
So-
statues.
Oh, I have already got you on the map. Yay. Okay. I just need to drag the arc, and I'm not going to bother with the horse for the time being, just because.
Rude.
Why is the arc tiny? What is the scaling on this map? Seriously, what is the scaling on this map? It normally says at the bottom.
If it doesn't say it, then assume it's 5 foot.
I'm just going to check in the settings just in case it's being stupid. 1 grid cell equals 5 foot, but the cell width is at half, which means they're 10-foot squares. Cool.
That makes sense.
Okay, so let me describe what you see. I can actually use one of my notes things. The road fades away under a covering of snow, but it takes you far enough to see the facade of some kind of temple carved into the sheer mountainside ahead. The front of the structure is 50 foot high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot tall statues. Each statue is seemingly carved from a single block of amber and depicts a faceless, hooded figure, its hands pressed together in a gesture of prayer. Between the 2 innermost statues is 20-foot tall archway with a staircase leading down.
We're here. This is it. Finally arrived.
Yes.
Let's look for a place to stable our horse. That won't be freezing cold, maybe. Is the stairs are large enough for the horse to go down, perhaps?
Yes, they are. I will say that based on the wind and the chill, you feel that even the inside of this temple is likely to be cold.
Ah.
Indeed.
Well, I'll try and light a fire inside or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I take off Porky's poncho because I assume I'm still wearing it
Yeah.
and throw it over the horses like a horse rug?
Yep, that you can do, and that would keep the horse warm. That certainly would.
So is the horse
Course,
technically on fire now?
The horse is now doing a nightmare impersonation.
My
Now,
poncho. Don't worry, I'll wash it. My poncho. It stank anyway.
I
Beg your pardon! When did you not have a bath? That's besides the point.
are you now going to enter the temple?
Yeah.
Right,
Ready to.
drag yourselves down to about here-ish.
Where-ish?
Just in the entrance, basically.
Okay.
Hopefully the music seems appropriate.
So again, just effectively, how can I have it wherever Hellweir moves, 20 foot in front of him is the echo?
Yeah, we'll just say that for now until battle.
Just using him to sort of possibly triggering it or looking for anything.
Okay, so which actually brings us to an interesting point, but beforehand, icy steps descend 10 feet to a time-ravaged hallway with arrow slits in the walls. Beyond the hall lies a vast sepulchral darkness, but there, as the echo walks through, there is no arrows being fired through, and it actually glances into the arrow slits and is just like, nah, no need to worry, mates.
Hold
Don't
on.
be pissants.
What?
You heard me.
You heard him.
Talking arrow slits?
Oh,
Hold
the
on.
echo.
Oh, right.
It's his echo and walked ahead like 20 feet.
1 second before I go in. Elsa's just gonna do a walk around the exterior.
Yep.
And come this way.
Yep.
All the way. And what is this?
Ah, interesting. You noticed that. I will say that walking past each of the statues does fill you with a sense of unease. What you see is a natural fissure that is open in the mountainside west of the temple's facade, creating a gap about 2 foot wide, 10 foot tall, and 15 foot deep. You see light coming from a room beyond, and you hear human voices there as well.
Human voices. Oh, shit. Okay.
They're kind of gruff, like, When are we gonna get some proper meat?
Great. Okay, I'm going to quickly back away, not trying to alert them. So
Yeah.
I come back to the others. The Amber Temple is not abandoned. Casimir, is there... There isn't like goblins or trolls in these mountains, are there?
Not that I have heard of. If anything, I would be more worried about not goblins or trolls. What is it? The likes of the undead, from what I have heard, but more magic based.
Great.
So Ray's dead?
Possibly. Like I said, I only know what I've read about, so I can't say for certain.
Should we check the other side just in case?
From the outside, you saw that there was no fences on the outside. There's just like where the mountain just curves. I will say that with where Cade is, I'll just say once everyone gets to about where Cade is, I would like a perception check from everyone.
Sure tang. Solid.
Yeah, I see nothing.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for the echo as well?
Oh,
No,
wow.
you're fine. Right, so Elias, Aos, and... No,
Okay.
just Elias and Aos, but I'll get to Porky's in a moment. See in this room here...
And what?
When it pings. This room here. Roll20 is now lagging for me, which is kind of annoying. You see a skeleton holding a stick of some kind.
A skeletal skeleton.
Yes, skeleton. Porky,
Yes.
on the other hand, your sense of sight is apparently gone to near superhuman levels, for not only can you perfectly identify this as a wand, you can even read the little inscription on it that says, "I will reveal secrets."
Her eyes have done something crazy because she can barely read.
Yep.
Wow.
But I will say that you also, just a sec, let me make you will also notice that there you can just make out like the thin crack around this point, suggesting that there's a hidden door, which will be how you get into the room.
I'm gonna go over to sort of the area where it's the crack, and I'm just gonna sort of poke at it. Just be like, I think there's a door here.
Yeah. So the door's there. But you can't see any other doorway into that room. So you think you need to get to the other side of that door to get in.
Okay.
Right, now I just...
Before we go snooping around in any secret doors, we need to deal with these, well, squatters in the temple. They're to the left.
How many of them were there?
Could hear at least 2, maybe 3, if there's a collection of them. But he wasn't talking to himself.
Easy enough to deal with. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna try and. Should we go quietly and kick the door down?
What do you mean, go quietly?
The moment Aos says quietly, Elias stops playing his music.
Yeah.
I have-
Okay.
How loudly were you playing your music?
Just loud enough that we could hear around us.
Elias,
it's
I
like-
thought you would have learnt your lesson after the rock.
I definitely learnt my lesson after the mirror. Counter charm.
He's got a point.
Wait,
All right, just stop it for a moment. We're gonna walk up to that door and give him a
Okay.
hopefully give him a surprise
which door?
to the
Was it
left.
a crack in the wall?
Oh, the fissure.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
gonna go in and go to the left.
Right, so I will need stealth checks from everyone then.
Do we have someone with parts without a trace?
No.
I don't think anyone does have that, do they?
No, you don't have anyone with that sort of
Wow, that's one of the But Porky, what the fuck?
Wow.
Porky's doing
Porky's
good
on a-
today. It's that new tattoo. It's good luck.
7.
Yep.
Heavy armor, boys.
All right. Either way, we're not trying to make noise,
Even the
Yeah.
chicken got.
and I'm gonna go around towards this door here.
Let me just. Why are you being so slow, 20? Why?
Weapons drawn, shield up.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazingly. Okay. No. As you get close, you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna try and open the door.
Okay. How are you opening the door?
Is it? Well, you tell me. Has it got a door handle?
It does, but I meant, are you opening quietly? You opening?
Yeah, I'm opening it slowly for just a moment, like a crack.
Porky and
Yeah.
Raven.
So for a short pull.
Casimir. Byakugan.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will move. So roll 20 as being right. So I will.
Casimir,
Just
back up
wait.
a bit. Wizard man.
I'm just gonna remove the thing entirely.
Yeah,
just
back of the
for-
party. Back of the party.
Yeah,
As
Casimir
you,
not the back. It should not be the front.
yeah, as you open that door a crack, an axe swings down and tries to slice into your hand.
Oh, I'm fully expecting something.
And roll for initiative.
Cool. They tried to surprise us.
Natural 18!
Nice.
Cheers, bro. It's the best initiative I've had
That's the wrong.
all game.
Grats.
Looks like they heard us.
Yeah. Do you think it was the music?
Doesn't matter. This makes things easier.
Right, so I will roll initiative for them, and for Casimir and Yarkin. At this point, Yarkin is basically became their own creature. The power of the chicken.
Pretty much.
Chicken and the arm of the mill didn't become one.
God.
Yep.
It's a charmer.
No.
I felt so proud of myself for coming up with that.
Well played.
Okay, so Raven, you're up first.
So this door's only open a crack, right?
Yeah.
And he won't know how many are actually in there because he's right at the back. Okay, what I'm going to get him to do seems a little unorthodox for him, but seeing as he's going first, he will get out his talons ready, but he will call out, "Come out peacefully and this won't end in bloodshed."
Okay, roll up. I feel like that's an intimidation check.
15. 18. Wow,
Okay,
even with disadvantage.
let's see how they do. Okay. They do appear to be a bit scared by those words, but then they just sort
I
of
would
look.
imagine if it's in intimidation, sorry to interrupt, he uses some of his guttural, undercommon accent in that to try and make it intimidating.
Yeah. As Aos with the door slowly open, you notice maybe one or two of them start to back off. You hear a growl, and they immediately get back into place.
A growl. Okay.
Speaking of the growl, because I forgot to roll it. And with that, I'm just going to put you onto a square, so you... the door is knocked open as a large wolf barrels through it. And I'm going to say goes for a bite on Cade. 24 to hit.
I love it.
Okay. Sure.
The fact that it's
10 damage.
Huh? Breaks the door open. I attack the thing first to my left. Not the one holding the door.
Well,
All
to be
right.
honest, it's a double
Yeah.
door. It just charged
Sure.
straight forward at the bit in front
I
of
guess 24 hits, James.
it. Yep. And you take 10 damage.
Fuck.
And I need a strength saving for it.
Yeah, get off it.
Yeah, you're fine. Speaking of the person who... the door. Aos, your turn.
Mm,
So you see the door swing off past you.
Yeah, it basically just get launched down the hallway as a wolf basically just bursts through it and turning the door to splinters basically, and rips its fangs and decay, taking a nice chunk out of his shoulder.
So now the door's open. What do these humanoids look like?
Okay, these actually a few of these look very familiar. They look much like the humanoids that were infected by the mushrooms that you faced with the goldfish tree. But
Okay.
these ones do not appear to have mushrooms on them, and they appear much more in control. But there is one which stands out.
Ooh, dear.
Big boy.
Yeah, a figure in quite
Someone's been eating smoothies.
fancy-looking armor. But not fancy as in it looked particularly magical or well effective.
Oh, but there
It's
isn't
just
much
like,
armor on him.
well, yeah, I know. But what he has, it looks fancy. Like his fancy metal belt, his shield, his helmet.
Okay.
And his muscles are his armor, yes.
All right. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna try something big. I will cast Guardian of Faith
Okay.
and summon forth a large angelic statue that suddenly rises up out of the floor, almost like the stone melds into it. But then it becomes sort of see-through and spectral looking. And I'll place it onto the battlefield.
Yep.
I'm just going to sit right in the doorway.
Okay. And for those at home who don't know how this spell works, everyone explain how it works.
So, this large spectral guardian will hover there for the duration for 8 hours. Guardian occupies the space and has a gleaming spear in this case, and emblazoned with the symbol of my deity. And any creature that is hostile to me moves close to it for the first time on a turn, must succeed on a dex save or take radiant damage. or half as much on a successful save. And the Guardian vanishes once it's dealt 60 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is my action.
And it's when it moves to a space within 10 feet for the first time on a turn, so it's not things that start there. So that's your action. Would you like to do anything else?
Is it not? Okay.
Well, it says any creature that moves to a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time on a turn.
Okay.
But say creatures that start in that space.
Yeah, that's interesting. Sure. That's my go there.
Okay, so that's your go. Cade, there's a wolf who's just bitten you.
Yeah, and there's a wolf that's now going to get a stabby stab. So I bring my sunblade back, and I'm going to drive it at its face.
Ha! Die, wolf!
Yeah. 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
You bite me, I bite back. That's 11
Oh, but when
points
I
of
do it,
radiant.
weird.
Not literally bite. Cool. And then, yeah, I'll attack it again. Bear with me. Yeah. Cool, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just waiting for...
28.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And 8.
Not your best damage, but pretty good.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to step
Anything
in
else?
the way of the door, and we'll go.
Okay.
Nice.
Hellweir.
You know what? I'm just gonna shoot it across with my old crossbow.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, you missed.
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'm just gonna move across slightly. Bring the echo with me. And yeah, that's my turn.
Bjarkin's turn.
Move him up one.
Just quickly, Porky should have been an 18. She gets advantage on her rolls. But the second roll was an 8, so
sorry.
it's put me at 8.
Did not realise that. Yep, I forgot that now. Let me just put you on. So technically you should have gone before Cade.
Yeah, it's fine. I forgot as well, and then I realised, and I was like, oh yeah.
Okay, Porky.
Um.
Had you gone before?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to use my last rage. That's it. I'm out because obviously I short rested, not long rested.
Yep.
Can I get through the doorway or not? Because
Yeah, you can get through.
there's two huge things in the way.
One of them's like a spectral statue, but remember each big square is 10 feet, so...
That's fine. I can still get all the way up to the door frame. I'm just gonna be okay. Let's deal with this wolf, shall we? That seems the most sensible. So I'm just gonna put my token there for now. Sorry.
Yep, so you're sort of moving on top of Cade temporarily.
Literally, I could probably reach over. How tall is Cade?
He's like 6'2". He's pretty tall boy.
So you're a little bit taller than me. Okay, that's fine. I'll just have to come around sort of like the side.
Yep.
It's 24.
That's a hit.
So that's 16 and that's a 14 to hit.
14 just hits.
Okay, great. There we go. It's a really bad damage roll though. Come on, Flocky.
And Dead Wolf. And
Wow.
don't forget your hit points.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
I
Jamie.
believe it's.
I always forget how many it is. Is it 2?
I think it's 2d6. I want to say.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say as well. Okay, cool.
Okay.
You killed the wolf already?
Yeah.
It begins.
Right. Any.
I just want to nonchalantly like kick it to one side.
Yep. And are you moving into the room, or are you? 'Cause you
No, it
can't
was my
see.
full movement to get to the doorway, so
Okay, I'll just say that just for fluff. I'm not too fast. I'll just move you back to there. Just it's easier that way. Or actually, no. Heck, just fun of it. You cut the wolf, sort of barreled into it, and you push Cade forward a square. That seems feasible.
out of my way. I'll show you how it's done.
You're now on top of the corpse.
I think Porky's
Yeah.
kind of starting to see Cade as like a rival almost, as like a no. Yeah.
Right, Berserker number
Why?
one.
I can't kill anything.
Exactly. I think it's probably because like he's the most likely candidate for the hero, and she's like, get out of my way.
I am the only hero.
I'll show you.
Oh my god. Yes.
Okay.
Love
I'm
it.
just going to make these a bit more interesting. Okay. It tries to throw a hand axe at you, Cade, because you're now in the room. But it bounces
Oh
harmlessly
yeah,
off.
now I am.
But it is now within 10 feet of that Guardian of Faith.
Enjoy a deck save for 20 radiant damage.
Yep. $15.
That's a pass. Takes half though.
So
10 radiant.
So I'm imagining basically this statue almost like Weeping Angel style, like completely motionless, and then just suddenly as he moves within that 10 feet, just suddenly he has a spear in him.
Yep, pretty much. You can control Z the art if you want so everyone can see it.
Yep. Oh,
It bears a striking resemblance to Eos's spiritual weapon, except this one has much more predominantly obvious wings.
Is it Eos?
Does not look like Eos, no. Although, similar features.
If you kind of squint
Yeah.
till your head a bit, does it look like Eos?
It's definitely not Eos.
Okay, so this one again will have to make a deck save because technically it has moved to a space within 10 feet of your thing.
Okay. That's a fail.
So-
20.
Yep, I hope you're keeping track of this thing's
Yep.
the 9 damage because it only does 60.
Yep.
So,
Only.
and then it's going to recklessly attack Chaos.
Deflection. Protection.
Oh, sorry,
Protection.
yeah, protection.
There we go.
That's a miss then.
Yeah. We kind of both bring up our shields at the same time. Like, oh, you, go on then. And he deflects it.
You raise your shield, but it's actually mine. And it's like, hey, give it back.
I grab your arm. Ugh. Yeah. Do your job.
Yarkum walks into the room, brings out their fancy new axe that they got recently,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
swings at one of them, which hits, but it doesn't do the extra damage to giants. Because they're not giants. Swings again.
He's gone cuckoo.
Yep, does a bit of damage. And now the gladiator's turn. Who will again have to make that dex save.
Yep.
pecking their heads.
It's a pass. Takes 10 radiant.
Make it a good one.
It's always 10
And
radiant. You
let's-
don't roll with Guardian Faith. It's just like stab. Take it.
I was saying make this last
And-
one a good one.
It's gonna try to jab 3 times at the chicken.
Oh. Oh no.
Nat 1 on one of them.
Hey. What did he get?
Your enemies you have advantage until the end of his next turn.
Nice, nice.
But he has done 18 damage to the chicken unless they're magically resistant. I can't remember. Animated armors are. Resistance. No, they do not. That's quite a hefty blow to the chicken.
No.
This berserker. Gonna end his turn here. And he's gonna throw a hand axe at Cade.
Bring it. Flooding.
But misses. And this berserker is not going to move, so technically it doesn't provoke the damage. It's a really weird spell. Will recklessly attack. You know what? Cage right in front of him.
Nope.
Nope.
Pling.
Elias.
Didn't move close enough. I wanted them to move closer.
Who'd I lose?
Tank.
I don't know.
Well, at least Tank disappearing doesn't mess up the cameras because we don't use that line.
I'm just gonna like scout what I can see. I'm just gonna shout down the hallway. You four at the back. Time to be fabulous. I do fairy fire.
Okay, we shall drag your fairy fire on.
Yeah. And it's I believe dexterity save. Yeah.
We have established they're not great at. Oh, this one actually is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the gladiator's fine. He actually has proficiency. I didn't realise.
Oh, wow. Fail.
But all 3 of the berserkers fail. I'm just going to mark them red dot.
Yeah.
Anything else for your turn?
I'm going to give some inspiration to Biakan.
Okay.
Do your
Chicken has
thing, chicken.
inspiration. Okay. Bringing it to Casimir's turn. Let's just see what the area of this looks like because the map's obviously weird.
Oh my god.
Can we do it without the chicken? Technically, yeah.
Yes.
But would he? I'm just was seeing what that was like before he decided.
He
Nah,
would.
he's not going to use his last one of those. He might need those for later, so... He's going to...
Stab him.
You know what? He will use an area of effect spell, but he's going to do a different one.
Would I be able to quickly request that we go to the next song at all? Or the next tune in? Because I don't know why but it angers me.
It's such a short song on repeat.
Just a dun 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 dun. Attack!
Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Gonna instead,
Is that Storm's Field?
which, despite its electrical like, it's ice storm. I don't have an ice sort of thing. So, ice storm, go. Let's see if they make their dex saves. And then I believe, is Ice Storm the one that makes it difficult to rain? No, that's Sleep Storm, isn't it?
I think it's difficult for a turn.
Oh, is it? Well, don't matter too much in there. These saves are not as good as I thought they were.
Yeah, it is for a
Huh?
turn.
I remember how some of these spells work.
But that's a fail.
2. Well, one of the berserkers succeeded. I just want to check one last thing with Ice Storm remote. The actual Ice Storm token. I swear there's something about the bludgeoning damage that's different.
Could you roll a d4 for that last dexterity save? I'll do it actually.
Why?
It's fine. Because of Bane.
He didn't bane you.
We fairy-fired them.
Very
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm getting my spells mixed up.
Yeah. Seems like a bunch of these are taking 20 damage. And one's taking 10.
From the
Not too
Guardian of Faith.
No, from the Ice Storm.
Ah.
And now that is Casimir's turn. This berserker, he's just gonna throw an axe at the chicken.
Don't you dare.
It's a hit.
Cutting it.
Really?
Leave my chicken alone! Leave my chicken alone!
Cut it. Right,
Eating
Raven,
your
your turn.
chicken, how dare you? You wanted to eat it.
I never wanted to eat it.
Someone
I-
did.
I put it safely in the armor.
You also wanted to heat the armor.
So the chicken wouldn't get cold.
Makeshift oven.
Raven, it's your turn.
I tried to take the chicken out.
Thank you.
Sorry. I'm like, I'm mute. It's fine.
Right. Well, bloodshed it is then. But the door is looking rather crowded. So 5, 10, 15, and then 20. Yeah, 30. I'm gonna get to about here. Put an arrow in my bow, and I'm gonna just fire straight down the middle. So I just go porky, cake, duck.
That's a chicken, I thought.
Huh.
Oh, right. Arrows.
This one isn't with disadvantage. 18.
Damn it.
That took me a minute.
Okay,
I've just got it.
Yeah, which one were you aiming at? Sorry?
The one literally straight down the middle there.
Okay, yep. So you have advantage on that attack roll. It does hit anyway, but you can roll for that advantage.
Let's see.
See if you're correct.
Nah.
Nope, but that does
18
mean you
is.
get sneak attack, so don't forget to roll your sneak.
Oh yeah, because advantages.
7. So 9 and 7.
2 1s.
Still not bad. Anything else?
No, I'm going to leave it there for now.
Okay, Eos.
All right. Let's see. Any of you are looking particularly injured?
All of them
Oh, cool. All right.
have taken injuries.
All right.
So take
I'll just pick one at random.
if
and
anything, this one at the back probably looks most injured.
I'll toll the dead at the one at the back then.
Okay. Needs to make a wisdom save. He fails.
Takes 60 feet of damage.
Yeah. Oh, I've got to fix that at some point.
Yeah. 2d12.
How about 13 instead?
Yep. And he's like, no, 60 feet. What?
Yeah, damn straight.
How much is 60 feet in centimeters? Oh,
Lucky. Turn, unless you wanted to do anything else, Eos.
No, I think I'm going to stay fast here.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Porky.
Alright, I'm gonna
Wrong with this thing?
yeah, this door is getting a bit crowded, so I'm gonna push my way through.
let's keep it scared.
I'm gonna get myself round here, I think. So that way there's more room for everybody. And we go for a swing.
Yep. Swing, batter.
Swing 15.
And is that against the gladiator?
Yeah, whoever the one in front of me is.
That is a miss.
Okie dokie, second attack then. Oh, that's even worse.
Which is also
I jinxed it, you guys.
Cade.
This guy's the tough one.
Beautiful.
She went for the biggest target. Who's surprised?
Yeah.
Right. So I am going to. Which one attacked recklessly between these two?
Yeah, the one in front of you, I think.
The one in front.
Like here.
That one? Cool. So yeah, I'll turn around and thwack him.
Yeah.
With advantage. Yeah.
Advantage.
28 to hit. With 9 points damage.
That's a hit.
Second attack. 21 or 21.
That's also a hit.
Choice. And there's 10 points down. Wow, my damage really is sucky. Yeah.
Alright.
He's still
Anything
up.
else? Yep.
The hell are these things made of? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold fast.
Man flesh.
Yeah. Well then.
Anything else, Kate?
No, that's everything.
Okay. Hell we're. Hell to the weir.
I think he keeps disconnecting. Probably having internet trouble.
Yes.
Come back to him.
Right. Unless you want to type it. I don't like this music.
Play the same song. Okay, we'll play the same song.
While we're waiting for Tank, I just want to say a quick thank you to Sensei Suplex for the raiding party of 7 that's just jumped into the chat, boys.
Ooh, nice.
So
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Tap the ones that got more hell. Okay.
Sorry, sorted now. Complete that
Right.
one.
Roll that attack roll.
Yeah, sorry about my internet at the moment. It's been a pain in the proverbial. It's 14.
That's a hit. Look at that. Hell, we're out damaging Cade again.
None of that.
Bonus to the offhand.
That's also a hit.
That's 8.
Okay.
They are just squatters, aren't they?
Gonna shift the shadow in just, or the echo just in that
What
corner.
was that?
But just shifting the echo into the corner.
Okay. Right. Berserker. One just to the side of Porky, who will be like, "Rawr," and recklessly attack. Does a 20 hit you, Porky?
Of course it does.
Okay, take 3 damage because it's halved.
Ow.
Big oof.
And then this one.
You haven't seen how many
will-
temporary hit points I've got. She's just literally just like, and
Uh-oh.
what's your point?
Recklessly attack Cade, but miss.
Doink.
Bjark gonna go for the gladiator because it
Yeah.
just tried to turn him into a shish kebab.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Damn, I wish he had advantage.
I was going to say, that's big boy.
Hey. Is that a hit?
It's a hit, but not advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it will swing again. That is not a hit, but it's 1d8, I believe. You're bardic, right?
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Yeah. Inspired chicken.
The chicken is the real hero, Eos.
Yes.
It will defeat Strahd.
I didn't see a chicken in my vision.
Well, it doesn't look like a chicken now.
What? Wait a minute. Oh no.
The vision.
The hero of light.
Yes.
It just sort of reaches out towards the sun side. Give me the blade!
No, don't make the chicken start talking, dear God. Or he may actually kill it.
Oh,
It was a
I
good-
do that. Right.
It's all fun and games until animals start talking and then it's just unnatural.
Does a 21 hit you, Porky?
The campaign on Tuesdays is basically
Yeah.
taking animals.
So,
So you take 4 damage. Does a 15 hit you?
yes, it does.
Okay, take
So that's
another
5.
5 damage.
So this
Okay.
music suddenly.
What the hell happened to mine? Why are you not looping like I told you to? That's music for later.
The chicken theme.
And
Yeah.
she's now out of temporary hit points. She's all good now.
You've hit natural health? What?
That's it.
Well, you say natural health, but you still have 8 on you.
Yeah.
So
That's what I mean. I'm good. I'm fine.
The Berserker,
I'm out of temporary hit points.
the Berserker throws its second hand axe at the chicken. 23 is a very solid hit.
Ooh.
Chicken takes 5 more damage. Chicken's looking bad, boys. The armor's completely bent.
No.
And none of... Alright, this Berserker is gonna go 1, 2, get stabbed by you.
Hey, they're kind of rhymed.
The Guardian of Faith.
Yep.
Oh,
Fails.
that's
20 damage.
And that poo
Which I
saved, isn't it?
believe is all of it gone.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it is.
You're on 40.
Okay. Cool.
Oof.
That's a free 60 damage, though.
Yep. And none of them are dead.
That's kind of odd. Yeah, I was expecting one of them to be down.
Yeah. Same.
Would you believe that with the damage Guardian of Faith can output, you couldn't have downed any one of these targets by yourself?
Oh, boy.
What?
Guess I should be using... Well, I did use my biggest spell as well, straight off the bat. It's a good job. You know what we're up against now.
Reckless attack on Cade. Does a 20 hit you?
20 does indeed hit, yeah.
Take 12 damage.
You got it, boss. Okay.
Yeah.
Elias.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm just gonna get a good.
Weird.
Yeah.
Thank
So, in this direction, sort of like sliced in between these, he's going to shout and be like, I said, leave the chicken alone! And you hear alone reverberate into a sound wave. Into all four of them.
Right, I'm just gonna have to read how that spell words, just because. In a while.
I can do it up to 10 feet wide.
Okay, so really, it's like that's a weirdly thin tidal wave.
Well,
Yep.
it's a sound wave.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
based on tidal waves, I'm just gonna read the spell to make sure. Oh my god, my internet is being
So,
a female dog.
said, I didn't
Range
actually
can
bring
be
it
up
up.
to 30 feet
Yeah,
long,
oh,
10 feet
yeah.
wide, and up to 10 feet tall. Wow, that's weirdly thinner than I thought it would be. But yeah, so yeah, so that would hit the gladiator and 2 of the berserkers, I want to say.
I'm gonna slice it like
Oh, okay.
all 4 of these.
It's tricky, but you can possibly manage it. The first one is a fail.
Yeah.
The one that actually gets proficiency in these. Fails.
Yes.
The
Alrighty.
next 2 also fail.
What did Casimir do on his turn again?
He did Ice Storm.
Oh, yeah.
It's his turn next.
Yep. Alright.
And they're all knocked prone.
Yep. This one at the back is looking pretty heavily damaged, I will say.
Yeah.
What should I use for prone today? No, not that button. Not that button, silly me. Right. Sorry, everything's running a little slow today. I'm going to use the lightning bolt, why not? Right, Casimir just gonna etches some symbols into the air and launches off a magic missile.
AoE, dude. I know you've got
Yeah.
fireballs.
Yeah, but he launches one missile at the one at the back, kills. Then I'll say he'll launch the other two at. Just gonna make sure that makes sense. 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 2 is 8. Yeah. Yep. So he's done some damage. It's now this berserker's turn. The one. Wait, I want to say that one already had its turn.
It did.
Yeah.
It had its turn 2 turns ago, just before me.
Whatever. Raven.
What?
Okie dokie. I am going to go 5, 10, 15, and go squeeze me to get through. I'm gonna attack this one with my rapier. He's stabbing.
Okay.
Yeah.
20. Is it with advantage? Because
Yes, it is, because it's pro.
verified. Yep. Excellent.
And it's pro.
And it's verified.
So it's a 20 anyway.
Yep. So don't forget your sneak attack.
And I'm gonna end my sneak. 14. And
Dead barbarian.
and
Yeah.
then what I'll do with my bonus action is that I'm gonna use my Master of Tactics and give Porky advantage.
Okay.
He's literally gonna I don't know, distract this big thing by I don't know, kicking its head or something.
I mean, it's technically. I will say it's technically prone, so Porky already has it on it. I will say, just in case it changes anything. But Aos.
It's there if she needs it. So
Yeah,
Things can happen in one turn.
that is true.
All right, that's thinned out their numbers a bit. There's still the problem of this big one fighting with Porky.
It's not a problem.
All right, then you've got this. I'll instead cast another Toll of the Dead on the one that looks most damaged.
Think is the one right in front of you, actually. Weirdly.
All right, DC 14 Wisdom save.
Makes
Okay,
the save.
It passed.
I am wise.
Yes. I think that's it. I think we got this from here.
Okay, Porky.
Right, advantage, yes?
Yep.
Not 20.
Oh, that is going to do it.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
25.
So that's 27, 31, plus 16, 47. Surprisingly still standing.
Damn.
She's like coated in blood. She literally just looks over and she's like, I told you it's not a problem. Yeah.
Wow.
Mad.
my hair is
Hey,
Mad damage.
So I am going to sidle on over here, and I'm gonna try and attack the big boy while he's on the floor.
cycling over to where? I think you went under him.
Huh?
I can't
No,
actually
I'm-
see you on the map.
I'm next to Byaku. Right here. Moving over
Yeah,
here.
I am weirdly not. Yeah, you're there, but I don't see where you're moving to. You disappear
under
after you
chicken.
move.
Literally, you've
Under
disappeared
chicken.
underneath the chicken.
Yeah, so I'm sidestepping chicken to get a stab at the one on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right,
Yeah.
sorry. I was confused then for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just
Go for it, you have
Okay.
advantage.
Perfect.
You literally should not be able to fail. Oh my god, you failed.
Right, going again.
Too good.
I can't even steal it.
Porky's literally just like,
No.
Classic.
I can't even steal it.
he's on the floor.
Classic cave.
For
That is-
God.
How we're.
I hate my life.
Right.
Oh my
You'll
god.
have your moment, Cade. You'll have your moment.
You have a
One day.
plus
I think these
10.
are his moments.
I rolled 3 2s and a 1.
You have
So-
a plus 10.
I love it.
I'm gonna say you had so little chance of this.
I think after this, we're giving the Sun Sword to Helwer.
Take it.
Right, sorry.
Hey, you can't give me up. I'm awesome. It's not my fault. You suck.
I reckon
Exactly.
the Sun Sword literally does its own theme tune as Cade tries to stab something, it throws him off every
Oh.
single time.
Alright,
That
it's
was
Hellway's
someone
turn.
sneezes when someone's in the middle of a golf.
So I'm just going to move him one. I'm going to stab this one while he's down on the floor because
Yep.
I can.
You're a
Amazing.
rogue. I'd be offended if you didn't. That's a hit. Look, that's how you hit Cade.
That's 16 damage.
Would you like to offhand?
Yes, I will.
It's a hit.
Oh.
And that is how you kill.
Sorry.
And then
just-
sorry, go on. I'm going to burn one of my what are they called? Unleashed Incarnation to go for this one. One that's terrified, I think.
Why?
Yep.
This one?
So that's and that's 20.
That's a hit.
Hey.
8 more damage.
And yeah.
Okay, now that this berserker seeing what looks like someone with a thin, frail weapon, surely they can't be that hard to hit, so they're going to recklessly attack you. But they miss. I like to think your echo just jogged its arm from behind. Alright.
You can do it, Byakan.
Yep.
Byakan.
Swing and would you believe
19.
dead?
Ah, yes!
Oh my god.
Chicken got the kill!
Keep
If it
going.
hadn't been the chicken, Porky would have been worsely enraged.
Chicken got the kill!
And turns around and smashes the one behind it with advantage because it's very fired. Elias.
I love it.
This
So
chicken.
stupid. I think I'm gonna come up here and just give this one a stab with my rapier. Why not? Sure, let's go for it.
I'm just kind of picturing like an after campaign interview with the chicken.
11
Or
piercing
just like
damage.
smoking a pipe or something.
11 piercing damage
Yeah.
to this one.
Yep, it's still standing, but it's good damage.
And I believe I can bonus action healing words. I'll
Yes,
just be
yes,
like,
you can.
I just be like, you done good, chicken. You done good. Give him a heal. For 7. Because you said he was looking
Yep.
rough.
Yeah, he was on 10 out of 33 HP.
Ooh.
Casimir is gonna... You know, I'm actually gonna change how Magic Missile rolls, because... No. The session. Just going to cast another magic missile. All 3 bolts into the one that Elias just stabbed, bringing it down. I mean, technically, Cade's still under the chicken from what I can see. So let's go for Cade with another reckless attack. 4 damage.
Yep.
Raven.
Excellent. Goes over to this one. Again, it's advantage, isn't it? So. Yeah, it's still on advantage. Cool. 17.
Yep, that's a hit.
Yeah. 7 piercing. I get sneak. Oh, that's only a 9, but do I get my offhand? Can I use my offhand?
Yes, you do. If you want to kick it in the face,
25?
that's a hit.
Extra 3.
That's a solid kick in the face.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that would be me.
And brings it round to Eos.
Okay. I'll do another top third.
Kill it. Kill it.
Okay, on the one in front of you.
Yeah.
Well, basically in front of you, okay. Let's see how wise they are, because for some reason, Berserkers seem to be oddly wise when it comes to your spells.
Seemingly. But their luck can only last so long.
14.
14.
That's a pass. Let's go. I've already done like 70 damage.
Yeah.
Porky, would you like to do the final touches?
I would indeed.
Get in there before Cade does.
Yes.
Much 4.
Protect.
That's it. And that's a dead barbarian.
I roll again for good measure. There we go.
It can only be one.
Definitely good.
That
It's lagging a bit.
I will put this music on, which is meant to be the temple's music. But
So-
I will say that at this point, I think that is a good point to have a break before we
Yeah.
considering the time.
So.
So we'll
Okay.
take a short 5-minute break and then we'll be right back.
Very quickly, just before we jump off to the break, just want to say a very big thank you to Goggle Boys and Medic 102 for the follow. Welcome to the man.
Thank you very much for the follow.
At least
Thank
you managed to
you.
hit the follow button where I couldn't hit the fucking. Anyway, we're going on our break now. Be right back.
So. How many.
And welcome back, everyone. We are back in the action with the Cursebreakers. They have just arrived at the Amber Temple and smashed their way through some berserkers, a gladiator, and a direwolf with little to no help from Cade, apart from as a meat shield / wall. But I'm sure he will redeem himself going forward. There is much he can do as a defensive shield.
He makes a very good barricade.
Barricade.
And-
How much psychic damage do you take for that?
Just
quick-
for that,
Sorry.
because I like that much, Elias, you can have an inspiration.
Oh my god.
I already have
I like
inspiration.
You can give it to
Well,
someone else if
that-
you want.
Yep.
Can I give it to Cade because he needs it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cage, you have an inspiration.
Because I still
You can't fail this roll. You
I
failed
still
this
have
roll.
my inspiration from the Death House.
Oh my god.
I'll take
Just
it.
as a quick before we leave,
Right.
can I skin the wolf
So-
and give it a bit, like, cut it down to people to as winter clothes?
Hey,
Just
not
something
bad.
to try and keep them
Oh,
warm.
that survival check.
Does someone want to help? Give me some help here.
Oh, guidance.
Whilst you're doing that, torches and sconces light this bare stone room. 6
Wow.
bedrolls made of stitched animal furs cover the floor.
Oh, we can steal the bedrolls then and just
Cold
that
air
apart.
enters the fissure through the fissure. And at this point, whilst you're doing all that, I need Constitution save from everyone who is not immune to the cold, which I believe at this point is just Casimir and
Hellware.
me.
Helwir. Couldn't think of the name then for a moment, despite the fact we've literally just said it. You butcher this wolf.
Is it enough for anyone to do? Because that was an 8. I got
No,
guidance.
That's still pretty butchered.
Anybody within 10 feet of me.
Right,
gets
I
plus
will
10.
say
+2, sorry.
+2,
So Porky
which
got
means everyone passes the save.
Nice.
So it's cold,
10.
but
But we're snuggling up to Kate.
you've managed it.
Okay.
Now,
I kind of finally step into the room after that
so
absolute massacre, and I just look at the chopped up bodies, half a direwolf, and I turn back to Porky as she's sort of releasing from her rage. I'm just like, Porky? Porky?
Mm-hmm.
You're covered in blood. Head to toe.
Is it a problem?
It is.
as
you
you
don't
make
see
that
the problem.
comment, as you make that comment, you see the blood on her begin to siphon off into the axe on her back, or in her hand, depending on where she has it. And it does so with almost a slurping sound, followed by like a smack of the lips.
Oh. You feel
I'll-
okay?
I'm fine.
Excuse me.
I'll check the bodies.
I just pass her like the water skin. What a drink!
Sure.
And the bedrolls.
Yeah.
I
roll me
mean,
an
the idea
investigation
was to
check.
kill them, right?
Absolutely. You just seemed thirsty, that was all. Bloodthirsty.
You're looking at me like it's a problem.
Not a problem. Just, I'm shocked.
All right, next time we'll let people die.
Yeah.
You misunderstand
All-
my...
All you
James is frozen.
Oh no.
Oops.
at
Nope, you're frozen.
the shield that the gladiator was wearing
Yeah.
simply said property of Helwa.
Oh,
what?
What?
Oh,
Yep. Property of
Does it-
Helwa.
Does it seem magical?
No, but it's quite a well crafted shield. It looks like maybe it was crafted more for battling in an arena than battling like in a proper fight.
So it's more like
But-
a butler.
But whilst those are normally quite thin, so this one looks a bit more reinforced. So it's too
Cool.
stylized for like proper combat, but it seems also suited for proper combat due to how the rest of it is designed.
What does the chicken attack with?
A great axe now. No,
Is that
a battle axe. Thinking about.
is that one-handed or two?
It's using it one-handed. I want to say.
I'm gonna give it the shield.
You're giving the
Yes.
chicken now has a shield.
It now has a 20 AC, I
Cool.
believe.
nice.
Yep, it now has.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, give the chicken the extra AC, not the 14 AC barbarian.
Wait, can you use shields?
I don't know.
Without...
I don't know.
Not with
You
a
use
great
it
Technically,
two-hander.
yes, but not with your great axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already used a two-hander.
I think shields negate your unarmored bonus.
No, that's just monks. It doesn't. It's not the same with barbarians. Barbarians can
dunno.
benefit from a shield with it.
Oh.
I was
Yeah,
mostly
it's only
joking.
monks
It's
that
just the
can't.
fact that you literally gave the protective armor to a chicken.
Sounds great. That chicken's a tank.
I know, right?
Damn chicken.
Who do you expect me to give it to? Kid?
I kept it as a pet, and you guys are like, sure, okay.
it just sort of looks at you and shrugs.
I say
poor kid
chicken.
just like,
Technically, we're giving it to the armor. The chicken just happens to be in the armor.
yeah, they're protecting your pet.
We should
Goddamn
probably
chicken.
press on.
Right, do you want to
Did you
continue
say-
this way?
I'm gonna open the door above.
Okay. Okay, you sure?
That never sounds good.
Don't ask me, am I sure? Because it sounds so meta. Ah, well,
Okay.
Oh no!
lovely sight of death. And are those flaming skulls?
Yep.
Lovely. Are they looking at me? Have they noticed me?
Close the door.
Yep. As soon as you open the door, all three of them
Cool. Back into combat.
say, let's just. All three of them immediately launch magic missiles at you.
Do I roll initiative, or are they just going before me?
That
because-
was their ready. That was their ready to action. They'd been holding that action.
Lovely. How much damage?
So, 21, 31.
Jesus. All right.
Oh,
Eos tries to
And
bring up her
everybody-
shield, but of course the magic missiles just come round behind that hitting me and everything, and I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah.
we got more.
I'm actually going to say that just for flavour, one of them actually goes behind you, seems to tap you on the shoulder, you turn, and then it hits you in the face.
Wow.
Rude.
Initiative.
Damn, this place. This place.
This place sucks.
So
Mhm.
Porky's initiative is
Wow.
the 20, not the 10.
Okay.
And they look undead. Fucking flame skulls.
Right. Like I said, a familiar sight. It's actually one of their turns first. So, this first one. What's their movement speed? 40. Let's move them to about there in line with the other one. And ooh, they have that. Okay. I didn't realize they had those. Interesting. These are even more dangerous than I thought they would be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm probably unconscious just because of that held action.
I need a dex save from everyone.
Oh!
This one fires a
snap.
fireball.
What?
You had.
Don't fail me now.
Remembering that you have a +2 if you're in front with them.
Okay.
I'm gonna use luck.
I'm guessing I'm okay because I did step out the room. And I'm over there now.
Yeah, that's the DC.
Where did it land centered?
You can see it on the map.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
What I'm trying to say is, am I behind the wall?
Okay. No, it
where
goes
the
right.
was.
Oh, God damn it. Dope. Yeah, dexterity
So,
saving throws.
anyone who got below a 13 takes 28 damage. Everyone else takes 14. But Cade didn't. No, you took the protection. You didn't take the shield master feat, did you? I'm thinking of something.
Yeah, nope.
So yeah.
Not in range.
You have evasion anyway.
So,
You take nothing.
and unfortunately, Casimir's not at a point where he could counterspell it.
No.
So, anyone in that area takes the 14 or 28 damage, respectively. And Fork.
Do we want to go through that way? Wait, or
We want to close the door, is what we want to do.
sweet, I can do that. Whee! Let's get this door closed. I would like to
Okay.
barricade it somehow.
Okay, you could.
I'm probably going to help us
You,
as soon as I can.
you can use like the spears and stuff in the room to like put through like the handles and stuff, so you can effectively barricade the door.
Okay, cool.
And I will say at that point, like before, when you'd open the door, you heard like a strange, almost hissing from them. But as soon as the door closes, you feel like you should still hear that, but it's gone quiet immediately.
Oh.
And I will say that is effectively the end of combat, unless anyone wants to do anything else in regards to that door.
Nope.
Nope.
Can I use my bonus action for my second wind? Because that hurt.
Yep, you can.
So
I'm going to clear the initiative.
second wind.
Wasn't
And
prepared for
now-
that.
No.
We do not want to go through that door.
Casimir's just got like a tan on his face because the fireball was in front of him, just like.
I
That
am
was
Alright,
going to tap myself for 34.
Porky, did you
No,
say
you're
that
not.
you saw a
Yeah, do it.
hidden passageway?
Stop.
Hmm?
Preserve life. I'm going to restore hit points equal to 5 times my cleric level.
Yeah.
Just 5 times 7,
Yeah.
which is
So 35.
Doesn't
35.
that give you a
Okay.
healing pool?
No, it's all of it at once.
And
Just-
you divide those hit points among them.
Yeah, but I'm gonna choose now. Anyway, Cade, you can go up to your half. How much are you half? It says 41 is your half. So
41.
1, 2, 3. You take 13 of that. I'll take 3. Hold on. I got to do the math, so just keep going without me.
Yeah, right. So Casimir calls out to Porky, and it's just like, Porky, did you say you saw a hidden doorway back earlier?
What's
Yes,
the
I did.
column for?
Yes, I did. I did.
Then perhaps we should head quietly and look for that.
It's in the room where the
Yeah,
guy's
mate,
got the
technically
magic
you would-
wand.
Oh, can you not heal it?
It's a construct.
No.
Can't use this feature on an undead or a construct.
Okay, alright.
No.
I probably just
It's
wasted
on
mine.
17 out of 33.
Oh, okay. If he's... Oh, okay, yeah, my bad. Maybe I won't do this then. Jesus. It seems like
I
a complete
mean, you
waste of
could
time.
heal.
I'll just do normal heals
You
instead.
could heal Porky, technically.
Oh, no, I can't.
Okay, so take off that 13, Cade,
I'm gonna do
I
something else.
guess.
I could have that 13.
No, you can't. I'm just gonna heal Cade like this instead. Take 6, 7, 8, 9. So you heal for 9, Cade.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Whilst you're doing that, Casimir's like, it seems like this area is fairly dangerous. We best proceed quietly.
I did say that when we walked in here.
How badly does everyone need healing?
We should just take a short rest, if I'm honest. It'd be
Yeah.
saving so many spells. Didn't mean to open that door.
Yes.
Not on-
The rest would be wise, I think.
We'll barricade ourselves in here.
Are we sure we want to stay in a room right
Okay,
next to
so
those
everyone-
things?
We'll know if they're coming, because I'm going to be sitting by this door.
Very well.
Honestly, that messed us up, like, so hard.
Yeah.
I basically took 45 damage before I even, like, blinked. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah, not the
sit by the
nicest
door.
of things.
sit by the door, make sure it's barricaded the whole rest, and just patch ourselves up over the course of that. If that goes by without a hitch,
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start healing.
Casimir considers things for a moment and then thinks. And I'm gonna have him seriously think about this before he makes a suggestion. Nope. Oh. Oh God, no. Yeah, he would know that, knowing what he does. It is difficult. I could at least stop most of their damage now I am present, but
Yeah. Really?
I can't damage them.
I can turn them.
Yes, I can. Well,
James.
I can. Yes.
I saw arrow slits when I went through that door.
Did it seem like they were
That worries me.
actually casting a spell?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So
I could at least one time stop them casting a spell, and if they target me with their magic missile, I can stop that hurting me at all.
Okay.
But
I could silence them.
unfortunately,
yes.
from what I know of such creatures, spells of temperature will not affect them. And that is kind of my combat arsenal.
Alright, so we can't hurt them with fire.
Or cold.
They were. I saw the layout of the room, right? There were like two doors left. We might not need to even go in there, but they're probably, by the looks of it, they were guarding something.
There are three. From
Three
the
doors.
brief glance you got into there are 3 doors to the left, one at the end of the hall, and then there are 2 arrow slits facing into what you would assume to be this big central.
It looks like 3
Your
arrows.
guess. There's only 2 on the map.
1.
Oh no, there is 3. It's just
3.
yeah.
It seemed
Um,
that one of them had to come close enough for us to do damage. So if I readied a silence for once you open the door, then anyone who wants to get physical can just go in and whack them on the heads.
Right.
Because they'll be, if they're too close, they'll be in the silence. If they're too far away, they won't be able to do their spells.
Good idea. I think silence is the way we're going to deal with these.
I did have an idea, but does the door have like an opening or a gap I can see through?
no, it's pretty much that's why they can't target you either.
Not even if I sort of lay down like a crack underneath the door.
Not enough for you to be able to see under, no.
Damn it! I just need to see the floor on the other side, even a dot of it, and I'll be happy.
You can't.
Right.
Elias, you don't need to see where you're casting that silent spell, do you?
On a point I choose within range.
Yeah, you don't need sight.
No.
Then we can cast the spell, then open the door.
So I just gotta envision where it was.
Yep. You can just say, I'll tell you where they were.
Well,
they were 25 feet back from the door. Just concentrate on casting a spell 25 feet behind this door, and then we can rush in and deal with these things.
Yeah.
Everyone good with that plan? We're going to get physical. I bring out the Warhammer.
So, I ready the silence spell?
I will. And I will say, because this will be combat, everybody roll for initiative again.
Okay.
Just so we know the order that things are going. I know you're readying actions, but just to speed things up.
I suggest one of us tries to grab a hold of them. We don't want them getting out of that silence spell. I don't mind doing it. I'll rush in and grapple one if I have to.
I mean, I could probably crack one over the skull and grapple them. Because if I manage to hit them, then I get a free grapple.
Eos gives you a affirmative nod.
So I could place it like there and get all of them.
Yep. Up a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Yep. As soon as Elias casts the spell, we're gonna take the spears out of the door. I'll hand those back over. to whoever put them there.
Yeah.
As a
And
side note, Porky, just for future reference, you shouldn't need to double roll for your initiative. I should have just done it so it rolls advantage for you for that, and not only that. Just for
Okay.
all right, I'll give myself guidance as well before we go in. That is.
Also need to roll for BR. Yeah.
Okay, so my next check has got +2. And
Okay.
when you're ready, get close. Get close. I tell everyone to get up next to the door.
Yeah, everybody get close.
Like all the physical damage dealers need to be right up against this door.
Yeah. The
It's a
chicken is
response.
Porky, Raven as well.
I'm gonna sit back there and ready my crossbow. But I'm gonna send Echo ready.
Yeah. Casimir is weirdly being up front, but
I'm gonna hold and
all right.
whoever opens the door, I'll hold a crossbow shot until then.
Okay. The door.
I'll cast
I
spiritual.
will say the start of the. Yeah. Okay. You're casting spiritual weapons, so that's part of your prep work. So just drag that on wherever it goes, and so you're holding your action. The flame skull, obviously, it's an alerted.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my movement.
So first one.
I'm holding I'm gonna hold movement. My movement is to just run up to them.
Okay. Bjarken's basically doing the same for when the doors open. Okay. Essentially, this turn is prep work turn.
Okay, that's fine. My job is to get up to them, whack one, grapple.
Yeah.
So...
Okay. So it comes round to Aos's turn. Are you charging in? Like you opening the door and charging?
Yep, I'll run in 5, 10, 15, 20 with the spiritual weapon in tow. And I'm gonna, if they're where they are on the map, I'm gonna rush in and try to grapple one.
Yep.
I'll grapple this one because that way gives the party some room there. All right. Yeah, you can give me an athletics check, I guess, or acrobatics, whichever. I got 11 because of my guidance.
Yep. Okay, so you have that one grappled.
And that's my go. Oh wait, I can spiritual weapon as well. So yeah, that'll take a swing. Can I take the roll I got? Because I did cast it in prep. All right, it takes
go for that. Yep.
7 points of force damage, and that's my go. This one here is grappled. Just grabbing it by like the jaw and the top half of the skull. I'm like,
the one that. That's not a spell for it, so it is going to make an attack at disadvantage at you and attempt to shoot fire into your face, which it does twice.
Is it it's a ranged attack?
Yeah, so it's a disadvantage.
Cool. I just grab it and point it up to the ceiling.
Raven.
Yay, charging in her flames. Excellent. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna keep my distance. And short bow. That should be just a 19.
Yep, that's a hit. Which one are you going for? The one that Aos is grappling or the other one?
The other one.
Roll that damage. You will get sneak attack on it.
Excellent. 10. He likes his red sneaks.
The colour of blood.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's 19 in total.
The music's gone again.
God damn you, music. Do as you're told. That one
Perfect music
to play. Right. I will say, and I need to quickly recalculate that. Your arrow pierces into, but glances off slightly, so doesn't seem to be hitting it quite as hard as you'd expect. But it is damaging.
figured
It's
that.
just not as damaging. Yeah.
What
Yeah, I
happened to
figured that
Porky's
would
turn
happen.
then?
That seems to happen with a lot of these creatures.
Porky held their action, I think. If anyone wants their held action to trigger, sorry, this is probably the time.
Well, I was waiting for the door to be opened because I couldn't do anything until that point. My job was to hold the skull in place so
Yes.
everyone could just do the thing.
Yeah, if you want to basically charge in and do
Okay.
for your turn.
I just want to shoot it.
So it's an unarmed strike first, and then I get the bonus to grapple it. So it's 24 on the unarmed, and then I get a free grapple for a bonus
Yep.
action. So
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not raging, are you, anymore?
I have no more rages left.
Rest.
Oh no.
Do you not
Yep.
gain them on a short rest?
No.
Nope.
Oh.
Long rest only, guys.
Nope.
Wow. I can't
Yeah.
imagine what it's
Yeah,
like.
so
gaining
you've
stuff
come
back
in
on
and
a long rest.
basically. So you ran in and
not
grabbed
happen.
that one, I
Yeah, I'm getting.
basically.
I'm gonna come round actually this side of it to keep it within the circle.
Yep, that makes sense. The
Salt-
Archon has also smashed it twice with their axe.
Yeah, the salt is palpable.
Was your held action gonna fire off Hellwire? Don't know why your name keeps slipping my mind.
No, I'll leave it now because it wouldn't be a clear shot being grappled. Disadvantage.
Okay. Kay, did you want to do anything as a triggered action for the door being open?
Yeah, rushing up and swinging.
Yep, go for it.
So I'll just rush up to the free space and carve into the skull Porky's holding.
Yeah, I'll literally hold it out like this
Yeah.
and literally split it down the middle.
So I'll come down with Sunblade. As it's grappled, its speed is just 0. I don't get any bonuses to it, do I?
That's it. Just there.
Yeah, that's basically it, yeah.
But flanking.
Yep.
So that's 14.
Actually, I wonder if that's a hit.
12 points of radiant.
And I'm just going to check to make sure it doesn't have some sort of resistance to that. Nope. Kay, I think the campaign might have to be over because Cade actually scored a kill in the first.
What?
A legit kill?
Porky's just gonna look him dead in the eye. You're welcome. But it's in silence,
yeah.
so you know you don't actually hear us say it.
Yeah.
Just get the intent.
So all you see, because you can't hear anything, is Kate go. Everyone can hear him go, "Ha! Fuck you! I got one!"
Casimir is going to use the last of his first level spells to just blast the one that you're holding for 15 damage. Elias, did you want to do anything? Well, I suppose you focus on the silence, but I don't know if you wanted to do anything else.
I mean, I could do, I guess. Check. What's the distance on
Oh, did I not get my extra attack off? Or
Oh yeah, your extra attack.
yeah.
You can swing that on the other one.
Now
if you
you're
wish.
trying to take kills away from
No,
me.
just usually you roll natural ones on those.
Go on. Do your attack.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll swing round to the one Eos is holding.
Oh,
So close to a crit. So close.
And that was nearly max damage as well, so 14.
This
Yep.
is where we TPK this
Yep.
session.
Radiant damage.
Would, as I believe you have spell slots left, like to smite.
I mean, if you ask so nicely, why not?
It's technically an undead.
You see, he's trying to counteract it because now he's trying to make me use my spell slots when I can't use them. But I can imagine Cade's pretty pissed, so that's 22 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, you basically obliterate this thing. And I'm going to say that Casimir with that is like, well done. If you kill them with radiant energy, then that is probably enough to stop them coming back. Normally you have to put holy water on them.
Well, then leave these to me. Oh my god.
I have holy water
Ow.
too.
Sorry, what was that? Huh? What was that? I can't hear you.
In the silence.
Alware, your turn.
What's the range on a light crossbow? Can I never remember?
80, I want to say.
On the a little bit. Bring the echo there, and I'll just take a shot at the one at the end.
Pew! Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Right, roll me an extra 2d6 and an extra d8.
So that's 2d6. And that's the d8.
That's a
So
lot
that's
of
9, 20, 37 of 19.
Does he have sneak attack?
I'm going to allow it in this case because it was a crit. Why not? It was awesome. And I've told him to roll it, so
Yeah, I can't.
GM mistake. And this skull has a point of exhaustion.
Exhaustion? No. It can't be exhausted, it's undead.
Oh no.
Where it's tied up.
Right, and it,
That was too late. I was going to use the silver bolt, but yeah, it's too.
Not out of the fire just yet.
Yeah.
silver bolt wouldn't have made a difference anyway.
Alright, that's fair enough then.
Weirdly, it doesn't say that it's immune to exhausted.
Oh. Have
It
at it then.
takes
No difference, something's undead.
it takes a step. Well, it floats back a step.
Casimir, you're up. Wait, where are you, Casimir? What are you doing?
Casimir is back here.
He should have held his movement to at least get in there. Like at least.
There we go.
I thought he was holding his.
What's
Yeah,
the
okay.
range?
All right, that's cool.
That's 50 foot. Is he in range for what he can do?
Yes, 60-foot range.
Right, so this thing seems to be like it's drawing patterns in the air, drawing sigils. It looks like it's going for
Bless you, Chris.
a fireball on you again.
Casimir!
But Casimir's just like, excuse me, Mr. Skull, I think not. Yeah, into the fire. This big ball of fire, I'm just imagining that just sort of starts forming and then just dwindles into nothing. And he's just like, I'm the only one who burns things around here, thank you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Elias.
What's my distance on a hand crossbow?
It's like 60 foot.
120.
I want to say 40, but I can't remember exactly. I can't remember hand crossbows because I never used them.
It's up to 100.
Yeah, it's not going to be in range anyway, but I'm going to go for it.
Pew pew.
Disadvantage.
Now you can move.
I wouldn't be in range still.
That's still a hit.
Protection. Deflect missile.
Yeah. 8.
Sentinel.
Yep. Alright.
Is it still alive?
It's only
Yep.
just taking damage, dude.
Oh.
You're gonna one-shot it? I don't think so.
Taller.
You're not named Porky. You can't one-shot things.
Yeah, it takes half from piercing.
Oh.
Bjarken's running up. Porky, do you have javelins on you?
I have one left.
The chicken, as it runs past, grabs your javelin off your back and
I
throws it.
beg pardon.
Yeah. Yes.
He's the hero, don't forget.
Ungrateful chicken.
It did damage.
It's the hero we needed.
Could've
Ungrateful
passed.
bugger.
It can't. You're in silence. You can't hear it.
Doesn't matter, you know. The principle of the thing.
Porky. Besides, it's a chicken. Who teaches a chicken manners?
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
can,
saved this chicken's life. It could be a little bit more grateful.
I can imagine it goes
That's
past
why.
it flips you the bird.
Oh,
That's a step too far, that one.
Porky.
Okay. Each of these squares is 10 foot, yeah?
no,
Yeah, just big squares. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So.
Unarmed, grapple, blah, 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 blah. Let's hope it hits. Let's see if I can hit it. Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
I can.
9 damage.
I break its jaw and then I grapple it.
Can she fix it?
And then I would like to take a step back here, dragging it with me.
Nice.
Yep, it really fails that. In fact,
This is flashbacks.
it tried.
I'm getting flashbacks of a gnome wrestling a flame skull into a bag of holding.
Eos.
Okay.
Though, actually, technically,
Oh wait, I'm outside.
Porky, you have a
What are you
second
doing?
attack.
I
You
do
do,
have a
yeah.
It's the
second
bonus
attack.
action.
I just hold it under my arm and punch it again.
Bullying him now.
19.
And that's it.
Amazing.
All right. I'll step forward
If
and
only you were raging.
No, I'm not raging.
All right.
Yep.
Good job, Porky. It's
Only
time.
you
And I step through the silence.
It's okay, Porky couldn't hear you either anyway.
Actually, yeah, she probably stepped forward like 5 foot and then get. Oh yeah, forgot about that. All right, I'll do it from out here. Sacred flame. Deck save from the flame skull.
It can't move.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
can still. It can still try to dodge it. Yeah, it dodged.
Ow.
Just like
If it was restrained, it would have disadvantage. But when it's grappled, it can.
yeah, it,
Like,
Yeah, but it has
Porky
0
being like,
movement.
I'm imagining.
Okay, that's
I'm imagining
Fine.
basically what it's done is, whilst it can't move any squares, it sort of just jerked your hand a little bit to just get out of the way.
All right.
Raven.
You do. 10, 20, 30, and he's got his additional movement, so you can go 10, get all the way up here. Right. 17.
And it's dead.
Nice.
It had 1 HP left after Porky's punch.
Right. One moment. Eos, if combat's over, Eos will start to
Yeah.
rummage through her pack. Holy water, you said?
Yes.
It's okay, Eos. Let me
No, wait. Be careful. It might need specific.
Silence spells are so much fun, guys.
Elias, could you drop the stab spell?
I'm just
Yep.
gonna like stab the sword into it.
It's starting to be a real pain in my.
But the thing is, Cade, even the silence spell doesn't silence the voice in your head. Yes, kill the undead. Kill them all.
I'm trying. I'm
They're
just
already
like
dead.
I'm just
Also-
like poking at the pieces.
And I'm gonna say that the blade temporarily forms into like a hand, giving you the OK symbol. Just like, good work on the smite, by the way. Nice touch.
Thank you. I tried.
Every time Elias goes to drop the spell, he just bawls out laughing.
Has everyone still
But
got?
yeah, so I'd say amongst the party.
Oh, there's my holy water. Yeah. Does it? Okay. Does it look like I need to actually pour it on to disintegrate the full thing? Because I will if I have to.
Yeah, essentially from what understanding, or what Casimir's understanding is, because he explains this. These have actually I'll explain this in character, why not? These flame skulls have rejuvenating effects if they are not sprinkled on with holy water or a powerful spell cast on them to remove the magic, then they will come back within 1 hour.
Not taking any chances. I'm going to use 2 vials of holy water, pouring it on the remains of 2 of the flame skulls.
I will say that with the 2 vials, you can get all 3.
Oh, okay.
Because it just has a sprinkle.
Cool. All right then. Excellent then. There we go. Not taking any chances. Want this thing turned to ash.
Perfect.
And
All right.
as... Oh god, I'm tempted to make a joke. I'm going to make the joke. As your water sprinkles on them, one of the skulls rises up temporarily and a small red cap appears on its hat and twists backwards before it turns to dust. He said you wanted it to turn to ash.
Oh,
for God's sake.
You-
Jesus, for that, just for that, I'm kicking this door open.
Fireball!
Yeah, and as I do, I'll send my spiritual weapon in straight afterwards.
Okay.
Oh wait, we're going in that
Is
door.
silence still up, or can I remove?
That's still up. Might as well get the full minute's worth.
What the silence spells?
Okay.
That's why I'm making the most of this spiritual weapon.
10 minutes.
Jesus.
Right, let us have a look in this room. Stone blocks resembling tables stand in the center of this room, covered in dust. Carved into the stone walls are niches filled with hundreds of dusty bottles. Cobwebs hang from wooden ladders that lean against the walls.
I love how you start with a really strong accent and end with none.
I'll kick this door down.
I
and
try.
It's funny.
Again, I'll kick this door down and send my spiritual weapon in.
Okay. Well, as Kate seems to want strong accents.
Oh no.
Right, in this 20-foot long, 10-foot high hallway of burst stone, there's an amber door at each end. That there is.
Kind of kills the ambience, but sure.
Yeah, no, go back to the other one.
And the third one, I'll kick that open.
Also, could we have visuals for this at all?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No worries.
And the last one,
Do
I'll
that.
kick open and send my spiritual weapon in again.
Yep. There is a resounding silence as you kick open that door.
Yeah, I guess there is.
Still in the silence.
Nothing in here.
Uh,
All right.
So, let me just check. Dominating this room is a 12-foot tall model of a dark castle with high walls and tall spires. Behind it, tucked in a corner, are some ruined furnishings and a wooden chest.
Don't say that word. No. Oh, there he is.
My spiritual weapon will go over to the chest and try to attack it.
The chest smashes into pieces, leaving the bottom, which looks strangely thick to your eyes.
What?
That chest bottom be dummy thick.
Okay. All right.
Would you like to further
Um,
examine this chest?
I will in just a second. I'm going to get the last turn out of this, and I'll have my spiritual weapon go up. Well, I'll go up to this door. Does this door have?
The
You
one
said
at
it
the
was
top.
like an amber door, didn't you? It's like
Oh,
made
the
of
one
amber.
at the end here.
Yeah.
Yes. It
Interesting.
does still look like it will open.
Okay, I'll cast guidance on myself, kick the door down, send the spiritual weapon in, and that'll probably be the end, nearly the end of the spell. It's like 10 rounds I've got of it.
3 10-foot long staircases separated by 10-foot square landings connect this area to the floor below.
Okay, all clear. I go up to the pie and I'm like, just give a thumbs up because they probably couldn't hear that.
Yeah, at this point I'm going to say that the silence has also
Right.
run out.
That's 10 minutes, I think, but I just wanted to get the most out of spiritual weapon if there was another enemy nearby. But now we can do exploration. I come out,
Start examining.
looking at
this
Hellweir and
room.
everyone.
You
All
can.
clear.
You can
Okay,
get
would
rid
you
of
like
this.
to look at the only... Well, there were like lots of dusty bottles in this room.
Hmm.
And
Dusty
there was... you destroyed a chest. Yes, dusty bottles.
I'll investigate this room.
I'll assist, as it looks like it might be something alchemical.
And I'll go fuck myself because apparently me saying
What?
You
I
can
was
do
like,
it.
I'm going to investigate this room. It's like I am going to.
We'll all help. We can take a corner each.
Right, you can all...
We can all roll investigation.
Yeah, we can just all do it ourselves. That's what I'm doing now.
Did you say perception or investigation?
Investigation, I would say.
Oh, okay. Oops. Okay, in that case,
Boy.
my total is... I got 20. Oh no, if it was an investigation, I got 20.
Okay, just a second. Okay. So, right, so I would like each of you to roll me a d10.
Okay.
Oh,
9.
8.
3.
Okay, I will
You
go
find a
through this.
fireball. Centered on yourself.
Right.
That's a 7.
Yeah, that's a 7. dreaded 7.
Yeah, I'll never forget.
You, Eos, with your 9, find a potion labeled "Drink Me."
Cool.
Of course you find the potion. The best person to do it.
I'm definitely not going to drink it straight away.
Alice in Wonderland.
I'm going to probably be testing its properties
Cade,
myself.
you find a potion labeled "I Stop Melt." No, you actually no. You find a potion labeled "Rennie."
It's already like a tablet.
Yeah.
It's a potion version, but yes. No, actually, why not Gaviscon?
Oh, Gaviscon.
A Rennie tablet. Yeah.
Potion of Gaviscon.
Yep. And you, Elias, you find a potion that simply says "spicy."
Ooh. Nice.
Spicy.
Eos?
I'm not sure. I will have to investigate these with my own alchemical
I
knowledge.
will, if anyone else wishes to have a look in this room, allow an investigation check from anyone else who wishes to have a look. Investigation is intelligence, I want to say. Casimir, none of the potions seem to strike him. Interesting.
You guys want to come in here? It's lots of
Goody.
yeah, lots of interesting potions. I've never seen some. Well, it reminds me of back home. Oh no,
Porky's just like she can't even read the bottle. She's just kind of like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go wait outside.
Porky finds one shaped like a bear,
I'm satisfied.
which, upon sniffing, smells faintly of whiskey.
I'm
The
just
bare
gonna
necessities.
pocket that and sidle out of the room because I feel very unintelligent.
that was probably just alcohol.
Yes.
Is it possible I could use my alchemical supplies to identify what these potions might be?
Yeah. Raven, roll me a d10.
Okay. It will let me get the button. No, let me get the button. Is that on me, Aos?
No, that's just I'm about. But
Go 4.
I can't guidance a D10 anyway.
That's fine, that's fine. I was just asking, just checking.
I make strong.
That's what it reads.
Simply, yeah.
I make straw.
For a second, I thought that bottle was actually physically talking to Raven. I was just like,
I mean,
I make strong.
Yep.
that bottle will go perfectly with your muscle building book.
Goodness.
Well,
Whoever
yeah, I
wrote-
think this one's better for you.
That's providing
she's
that.
outside, just kind of like,
Yeah.
That's providing what the label says is true. I have a feeling that whoever wrote these had terrible Barovian, but
I
maybe
will say you are smart enough, and with your guidance, to be able to identify each of these
okay.
with your alchemy check.
Yeah.
Aos, yours is a potion of growth.
Cool.
Cage, yours is a potion of acid resistance.
Ooh.
Raven, yours is a potion of hill giant strength.
Gee.
wow.
What did I say? What did I say for you, Elias? Oh yeah, it's spicy. Yours is a potion of fire breath.
What?
A.
And Porky, yours is a potion of honey whiskey.
Nice.
It's just a honey whiskey.
She's just like, it looks
It's in
like
a
a
nice
bear.
bottle.
That one.
I relay all this information to everyone, citing the ingredients as well. Just yes, just reminds me of back home, back in my guild. We'd have a sort of similar setup to this.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any recipes lying around. Does it look like there is?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. I'll guidance myself again. Natural 20. Yeah, 27.
Right.
Cool.
You find. I'm actually gonna give you something interesting here. Yeah, you don't find a recipe for any of those.
The book
Okay.
of Portia
However,
Maple.
you do find a recipe for a potion of superior healing.
Oh.
That is fat.
God, my guild have been looking for something like this. Yes, yes. He's like poring over the notes and the paper of it. Oh,
Surprisingly,
that-
everything else here is very crumbled, but this one appears to have been preserved somehow. Not sure why.
pure luck, perhaps.
The
I can-
Echo just sort of looks at Helwyr just to respond to Helwyr, and it's just like, You're not going to go look. You might find something cool in there. Make him less of a weep. What weep was what came to mind.
I missed that last bit completely.
Goes, aren't you going to go have a look in there? Might find something to make you less of a weep. I don't know why I said weep, but weep it is.
Barovian slang.
That'll be great. I'll just have a smoke.
Fair. Right, now, did you want to investigate the oddly thick chest?
Yes.
Yes.
I think Eos has completely forgotten about the chest at this point. It's just like pouring through the formula. Like, my goodness, yes.
Right. Okay.
Making a copy of it.
We do it
Because-
together.
Because Eos has broken this chest, you don't need to roll for anything. There is a hidden compartment in this chest.
Sweet. I want to inspect the thick bottom.
Yes, inspecting the thick bottom allows you to open it, revealing inside a book.
Ah.
A book labeled the Tome of Understanding.
I don't get it.
Thickening. Oh my god. If that's what I think it is.
Okay, I'll pick it up and open it up. Flick through the pages.
That's the
Any
one
pictures?
that increases. Nope, but from what you can read, this book appears to be a guide on helping increase your perceptive capabilities and your skills to survive in the wild and all things wisdom related.
Oh my god.
That
Wisdom.
is crazy. And do you know
Oh
what?
my god, just chilling in a chest.
Yeah, sweet. I'll...
Yep, in the fake bottom of the chest.
No.
You'd have had to roll a perception check, but you smashed it open.
Yay! I thought it was a mimic. To my surprise, it was something way better.
Yep.
Cool.
At this point, the tome eats Cade, and he is lost for.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's how he gains new wisdom. Eats eats
So-
people.
What should
That's a
I
good
put that in
trade.
as? Tome
That's a
of
pretty good trade.
perception.
Tome of Understanding.
Tome of understanding.
Yeah, it increases wisdom by 2.
Is
Yep.
that
Really?
instant? Or
No, it has to be. No, it has to be read for 48 hours
Yeah.
over the course of 6 days.
I don't sleep.
Yep.
You don't.
Yes!
Yeah.
Remember the book that
Oh, well.
Hystelia got?
It will be something better.
It's the equivalent of the book Hystelia got, and the
Yeah.
equivalent of the book that Raven has.
But Raven has a book too.
Yeah, Raven got the strength one. Remember,
Oh my god.
back in the
That's what I was saying.
Burgomaster's mansion.
Between that book and the potion, Raven will be such strong.
You can't go beyond 20 reading stuff.
Yeah.
like that, though.
So
He doesn't really use strength though. He uses his dex.
But you got the book anyway.
you can go above 20.
You can go above 20.
With the book, you can, yeah.
Yep.
But
I
you use-
Yes,
will-
it's one of the few items that allows you to go above 20.
Oh, Raven!
Hmm.
So you know that fancy book that you got?
Hmm.
Wanna trade?
What about my fancy? I'm listening.
Well, I know you're
Please.
very good at understanding good deals.
Hmm.
I have a book
Let's
that
go.
I
Let's
think...
go to a corner and do our dodgy dealings.
Oh yeah, I'll just like
The book
raise up
exchange is hardly dodgy.
the feather cape. It's like, I got a book.
As do I.
It makes you know stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Bjarkan
I've got
basically
one that
just
makes me
stands as like a god, just like
Perfect. I will trade you my book of Smarty Smart for your book of Stronky Strong.
Deal done. Shakes hands.
Smarty smart.
okay. So
Sweet.
Just
so
watching this happen.
add a Tome of Understanding to your sheet, Raven, and Cade, add a Manual of Gainful Exercise.
Manual of Gainful Exercise.
Yep. And at that point, considering the time and considering there's decisions to be made for going forward, I feel that that is a good point to end the session for this week.
One more room. One more room.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes.
I will say that one more room is not going to be 10 minutes.
Big boss room. Big boss room.
So we'll leave it at that.
Oof.
And for those watching, thank you for watching. For those playing, thank you for playing. Stick around, those watching, for the Last Resort Company coming up shortly after. Join us Friday for the next in the D10,000 series with Chris running this one. Join us Sunday for the Witch Hunters, and join us again next week for the next episode where the party continue to explore the Amber Temple and hopefully find what they're looking for, or at least what Casimir was looking for. So, farewell, good night, and don't let a mimic bite.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.